Welcome to another video, guys. I'm Kris O Five, and today I'll give you some Hearthstone tips for beginners that I wish I knew back when I started playing Hearthstone. This video should jumpstart the progress of any new Hearthstone player, so if you have any of those among your friends, share this to them and they will thank you for it later. I've seen a lot of experienced players that also don't know some of these tips, so you still might want to watch the video to the end. We are going to reach 5,000 YouTube subscribers in the next few days, so to celebrate that, I will do a giveaway on the new Galakrond's Awakening adventure. If you already own it, I can just send you a Hearthstone item of equal value instead. To enter, just write down your favorite Hearthstone tip from this video or one of your own under the video, and I will draw the winner live on my stream on next Saturday, January the 25th. As always, drop a like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe if you're new. It really helps out a lot. Now, let's get into it. The first tip is swapping 50 gold quests for something better. This is something that took me maybe 2 months to figure out on my own back in the day. In your quest log, in the upper right corner of each quest, there is a little refresh icon that will swap your quest for another one. Not too long ago, Blizzard implemented a new system that guarantees that if you swap out a 60, 80 or even 100 gold quests, you will get an easy 50 gold quest instead. So if gold gain is your main goal, don't ever swap anything above 60 gold. If you do get a 50 gold quest, swap it and you should get something better. I'm not sure if that's guaranteed, but ever since they implemented it, I have never gotten anything less than a 60 gold quest after I refresh the 50 gold quest. If you get a quest that rewards you a pack instead, refreshing can give you any other gold quest. But if you are a new player, I do advise you to take the pack instead, cause that would be worth 100 gold for you, unless you own every card from that set, which is pretty rare. Next, let's talk about getting legendary cards. Some time ago, Blizzard implemented a new system for getting a guaranteed legendary card from the first 10 packs of each new expansion for a player. That means you're guaranteed a legendary from each new expansion that is in standard right now, from which you don't have a legendary yet. So opening up to 10 packs from Classic, Witchwood, Boomsday, Rastakhan, Shadows, Uldum and Dragons should give you at least 7 new legendaries if you haven't opened a legendary from those sets yet. You will get quite a few from those packs just from ranking up from rank 50 to 25, so if you already opened a legendary from a given set, move down to the next one. If you want to make sure you haven't opened a legendary from a particular set yet, go to My Collection, write legendary in the search bar, and from the button on the bottom left, choose each set and see if there is any legendary there. If there isn't, start buying one pack from that set until you open a legendary. I would advise you to start from the new sets first, since the last 3 will rotate out in April to Wild, so you will have the least amount of time using those cards in Standard, but it's up to you. It would still be pretty worth it for you to get legendaries from those sets, cause after they rotate out to Wild, you will still be able to disenchant them for 400 dust each. By the way, Blizzard recently added the Wild set packs in the shop as well, but as far as I know, you are not guaranteed a legendary from the first 10 packs of those sets. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let's clarify what a year set rotation means while we're at it. The standard format for Hearthstone consists from the classic set and up to 6 from the latest released expansions. I already told you what are the current expansions in standard right now, but each year the 3 oldest sets, in our case Witchwood, Boomsday and Rastakhan, will rotate out, and the new set that gets released will take their place. Those rotating sets will still be playable in Wild, but Wild is not really a friendly place for new players, since it consists from all of the expansions that were released in Hearthstone. Nowadays, it's not as hard for a new player to get into Wild, since you can purchase Wild packs with gold, but I wouldn't advise you to do that as a new player. If you are wondering why you can't play Wild games yet as a new player, it's probably because you don't own any cards from the Wild sets. As soon as you do, the Wild mode should unlock for you. Let's get back to the shop again with a quick tip. Buying multiple packs in the shop with gold. All you have to do is click twice on the 100 gold button, and the game will ask you how many packs you wish to buy with gold. You can buy as much as 50 at a time. You should be able to do the same thing on mobile as well, although with some phones this feature doesn't work for some reason. Now let's talk about disenchanting legendary cards. Generally, as a new player, you really don't want to disenchant any legendary cards, because you will have a chance to open them again. If you didn't know, once you open a legendary card from a set, you will not be able to open that same legendary from that set until you own all of the legendaries from that set. Knowing this, you should stay away from disenchanting legendary cards from the classic set and from the set that was newly released, because you will probably be opening a lot more packs from those two. If you don't plan on opening packs from a certain set anymore, sure, you can start disenchanting legendaries from those, especially from classes you don't enjoy. Just try to stay away from dusting classic legendaries, no matter how bad they are. I've had quite a few people tell me they've disenchanted Milhouse 3 or 4 times and they kept disenchanting him even though they opened him over and over again, and that is something that hurts your collection quite a lot. Crafting legendary cards, on the other hand, is also not too great for your collection most of the time. I know it feels cool to craft a legendary card, but you should be crafting decks instead. In most cases, the legendary cards should be the last thing you craft for a deck, unless it's really core for it. So many people in the Facebook groups write posts like, I have 1600 dust, what legendary should I craft? And most of the time, the answer should be none. Sure, crafting Leroy is great for any new player, but even cards like Zephyrus or Alexstrasza, which are amazing cards, shouldn't be worth the craft for a new player, since decks with those cards usually cost well above 10k. By the way, did you guys know that you can get tons of dust from nerfs? Each time Blizzard nerfs a card, you get 2 weeks in which you get to disenchant that card for its full dust value. Currently, there are 7 nerfed cards that you can disenchant for their full dust value until January the 23rd, so if you own them, make sure to disenchant them right now, even if you plan on using them later. You might get lucky and open them in your next DoD pack. The current situation is especially valuable since all 7 of the cards got nerfed from the latest set. So if you have some extra gold laying around, it would be a good idea to throw a chunk of it for DoD packs and hope you get an extra Ankar or an extra Alex for a bonus of 1600 dust. Just make sure to disenchant those 2 legendaries if you own them before opening any DoD packs. Cause like I said, you won't be able to open the same legendary if you already own it. Even if you don't open them and you still wish to play those legendaries or other cards, you can just craft them for the same exact price you disenchanted them for. So if you're not using those cards currently, it's best to disenchant them and decide later if you still want them. I will open some DoD packs tonight on stream, and the golden pack I got from pre-purchasing the adventure, so drop by the stream tonight and see if we get lucky. Aside from nerfed cards, you can also get extra dust from Hall of Fame cards. Hall of Fame cards are cards that should usually not rotate out to Wild. Those cards usually are from the classic set, but we already had a precedent with the Witchwood cards that got booted 1 year earlier. In that regard, I'm not excluding the possibility of maybe even the Galakron cards getting the boot before their time actually comes. But let's not complicate the video with those predictions right now. Anyway, you should know that when a Hall of Fame is announced, there is a way for you to get tons of dust from crafting some of those cards. I will not go into detail about it in this video because it really is complicated, but you can check some of my past Hall of Fame bonus dust videos if you want to try to understand that concept. I guess what I'm trying to say is, if you hear anything about cards getting Hall of Famed soon, drop by the channel and I will probably have a detailed video about it so you can get tons of extra dust. Moving down to something a lot simpler, which I get asked a lot about under my top 5 meta decks videos. How to use deck codes. Just copy the full string of a deck code and go to My Collection. If you have room for another deck, the game will automatically ask you to build a deck from the code. But if your deck slots are full, the game will ask you to build a new deck only after you delete one of your existing 18 decks. You can also copy your deck's deck code from My Collection. Just get into the deck and hover over your class portrait and click Copy. That will copy the whole deck string and each particular card for easy reading. The person that wants to use that code can copy the whole thing or just the string I showed you in the first example. Hearthstone actually hints how you can use the deck code when the whole code is copied, which is pretty cool too. Okay, we got the codes, but should we actually craft a particular deck? As a new player, you should be getting a decent amount of packs in the beginning, which will help you build your first deck. But what should that deck be? If you ask me, you should do everything you can to figure out what deck will stay relevant for the most time. Crafting a deck which will last you for a few expansions is the way to go, especially if you're a free-to-play new player. So picking a deck that will be able to reliably get you to rank 5 every season in the next several months is really gonna help you a lot in the long run. Right now, I would say that Galakron decks would be a relatively safe bet, that they will remain strong for the future expansions too. So maybe investing into a Galakron Zulok or a Galakron Warrior would not be a bad idea. Generally, this would be a great idea, but we are pretty close to a year set rotation. So I think crafting as little as you can for now would be the best advice for you. If you really want to craft something right now, crafting something like Face Hunter or Zulok would be the way to go. And you will be in a decent position once the April rotation hits. Now let's talk about the ladder safety nets. After you pass rank 20, you cannot go lower than that from losing games. The next safety nets are at 15, 10 and 5, and after you hit Legend, you cannot fall out of it for the rest of the month. After the season reset, all players go back with 4 ranks. So if you're Legend, you go back to rank 4, if you're rank 5, you go back to 9, and so on. Another important thing pretty much any new Hearthstone player should do is get a deck tracker. This is by far the most useful program you can download for Hearthstone, since it will track the cards you already drew, the cards your opponent has already played, and the secrets your opponent has played against you. And these are only the basic things. You can check out my dedicated HS Deck Tracker functionality video to get familiar with the more advanced functions this program can offer. It's really an amazing program, and it can really improve your Hearthstone decision making as a new player or even as a veteran. You can even download it for your Android phone. Sorry iPhone users, there is no deck tracker for you. And the last tip on this video is gonna be purely cosmetic. How to change your card back and your hero portrait. All you have to do is go to my collection and click on the little portrait or the little card button. From there you can pick your favorite card back for all of your decks and your favorite class skins. If you want to pick a specific card back or hero skin for your particular deck, you choose your deck first and pick the card back and hero skin while the deck is opened. You will only get a hero icon if you own more than one skin for that class. So these are all the tips for this video, guys. Hope they helped you, and if they did, you know where the like and sub buttons are. Drop a comment below if you have any questions, and you can be sure I will answer. Thanks for watching, I'm Kris O Five, and I'll see you in my next video.